As technical and vocational institutions, or TVETs, turn 100 years since inception in the country, the government announced plans to increase allocation of funds to the institutions as a way to enhance learning and skills development. The celebrations to mark a century were held at the Nyeri National Polytechnic, as Clement Masombo now.
As the TVET institutions turned 100, President William Ruto was on hand for the big celebration, reiterating his commitment to enhancing TVET education and thanking the institutions for their contribution towards economic growth. It was not lost on many that the ceremony was held in Nyeri, an area where some of the earliest vocational skills colleges were constructed by missionaries and colonial settlers for the local population.
Today, we reflect on a century of the development of TVETs in Kenya and the role of TVETs in the development of our economy. We also take a moment to consider the path ahead of us and how we can harness the power of TVETs to translate the potential of our youth into positive contributions to economic development and national prosperity.
The celebration saw the lighting of the TVET torch, which will go around all TVET institutions across the country. The flame is a symbol of the new face of TVETs, which aligns with the President Ruto's bottom-up economic transformation agenda, better.
We celebrate the 100 years of TVET in Kenya. We cannot underscore what you have achieved as TVET through your stewardship, and especially for the last 15 years.
Your Excellency, I want to share your vision that beyond the diplomas that these institutions are offering, to provide a career path for these technical skills. If we could follow in the footpath of the great Manchester Polytechnic in the UK, and we start offering higher national diplomas, because technology is evolving.
Today, as we stand here, Your Excellency, out of an idea that came from you, we are almost ensuring that every constituency in Kenya has a TVET that is working.
The government also announced that Kenya had received a 13 billion shillings financing to equip at least 70 TVET institutions.
Let me also celebrate that on my way here this morning, I got the news from our friends in China that they have approved another 13 billion Kenya shillings to equip 70 of our TVETs that today don't have sufficient equipment.
The first TVET institutions in the country were established in 1924. The climax of the celebrations of TVETs at 100 will be at the Kabete National Polytechnic, which was the first TVET in Kenya. Clement Masombo, KTN News. Nye.
Now let's talk food security. Every day, children in Kenya